1994, on April Fool's Day, I moved to beautiful Athens, Georgia. And it was a week after my 30th birthday, and I often tell people that my life really started then, on that day, moving to this lovely town. At the time I moved here, there were less than 100,000 people living here, yet there were over 350 rock and roll bands. There were amazing clubs and venues, including the fabulous 41. There were cheap burritos and cheap pizza and cheap beer. I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. And maybe I did. And I got a job working at the Hi-Hat Music Club on Clayton Street. And I did sound there about 5 nights a week or so, and I made lifelong friends and some lifelong bandmates too. And it was amazing. One day I was at work, and it was like that lull after sound check, and the lights are still on, and no one's there but the employees and the band, and the TV set was on over the bar, and I looked up, and there was all this black and white grainy newsreel footage. Firemen shooting black children on the streets of Birmingham with fire hoses. And police dogs attacking black children on the streets of Birmingham. And oh shit, there's George Wallace standing in the doorway of the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, keeping the black folks out. And I looked up at that TV and I got so mad, and I'm like, why the fuck is that? Oh, he died. His funeral was today. Progress. So I went home and I wrote this song from the devil's point of view, because as we all know, the devil is a Southerner. So therefore he's going to do what any good Southerner is going to do when company's coming, even if that company's staying for all eternity. He's going to stoke the fire, and he's going to whip up some delicious sweet tea to welcome the new guest. This song's called Wallace. Throw another log on the fire, boys. George Wallace is coming to stay. When he met St. Peter at the pearly gates, I'd like to think that a black man stood in the way. I know all should be forgiven, but he played that hand so well. So throw another log on the fire, boys. George Wallace is coming. George Wallace is coming. And he said he was the best friend a black man from Alabama ever had. And I have to admit, compared to them, I guess George Wallace don't seem that bad. And if it's true that he wasn't a racist, and he's did all them things for the folks, I guess hell's just a place for kiss-ass politicians and ponder two assholes. Throw another log on the fire, boys. George Wallace is coming to stay. I know in the end he got the black people's vote, but I bet they still vote him this way. Hell's just a little bit harder, 'cause he played that hand so well. He had what it took to take it so far. Now the devil's got a Wallace stick. Said the devil's got a Wallace sticker. I said the devil's got a Wallace sticker on the back of his car. I was playing in a rock and roll band called the Drive-By Truckers. And we had made this crazy fucked up record, kind of a southern rock opera that we called Betamax Guillotine. And we were playing arenas all over the world for sold out, huge audiences. People out there shaking their ass, holding up homemade signs that say DBT, like that, like that, like that, and that, and that. It was the best dream ever, motherfuckers. And we're up on stage, rocking out. And over on stage right, we had background singers. Because what band worth a shit in the 70s didn't have background singers, right? I mean, Leonard Skinner had the Honkettes. Wet Willie had the Mulettes. Don't get me wrong, but shouldn't the Drive-By Truckers have some Mulettes? And for this song, we were thinking maybe the Mulettes would also have costume changes and show up in vintage Alabama cheerleader uniforms from the early 1970s and shake their pom